So we've started laying out the control area for our wings. So this is going to be the control area for the hangars. You can see there where it's positioned at the moment. We've got the hangars there, one which is not quite set up with all the lighting and logic yet, and one which has started the logic and lighting. You can see the green lights there indicating it's open, and if we fly up the top, you can see now, I probably haven't gotten the order of the lights exactly right. You can see there's red lights there, but if we fly in here, you can see we've got a bit of a spot where people can stand. We've got all these display screens, and we'll be able to look out and see which ships are approaching. We might even add a couple of little talons coming out the end so that we can actually kind of gauge where people are up to when they're approaching. And then we've got controls for each side of a hangar. We can see on the edge, also indicating the hangar stuff. We can also look down from here and see the basic logic setup. Now these will become more complicated as things arise. We'll extend out the back a bit on the second floor. So you see we've got a catwalk sort of thing which kind of goes down. We've got our tube, which we'll come back to in a sec, and then we've got the underground area under here, so we can set up and tweak some stuff if we need to there. Also we can go down, and now we've added a window out into the actual hangars themselves, so you can see it sits just up the top there, and we can kind of look out, and then we'll be able to see there's our logic systems there, and the logic will run down through the grate as well for each side as we need it. So it gives us a bit more space, and out the back here, as I was saying, we'll be able to include a lot more of the logic setups that we need for these hangars. There's things like the combo locks and stuff that's involved in that. But for now, we're getting that area all set up. The other thing we're going to be adding is, because these areas are so far away, I mean, you could look in the distance there and see where the other one is. So we're going to add, the red area is for basically the faction, people in charge of a faction, to give them access to different areas when they need it. So this would be an admin area, obviously, to control some of the doors when that needed for a new ship and the like. But these red sections would be area triggers. So you'd have one here, which would trigger you to go the other way, and there's a trigger here that would make you go normal gravity on the ground. So that's good, because you can arrive, you'll hit that gravity, and you'll kind of stop and you'll float, and then you'll hit this next gravity and you'll be in normal gravity again. Similarly, there's no buttons, you just walk through, and then you walk into that, and it will shoot you across the whole area in order to make it over, because you can see that's a fair distance to try and travel on your own. I think it's even further than the turbo lift. So yeah, that's what we're working on, and we'll slowly keep working on that until that area is done. So we've been doing a bit more on the control room for the hangars. So there's one on either end, you can see here, and we've got a couple layers to it now. So you can see we've got the view of a hangar through there, and then we've got this wall where we've got this elevated section here. So this grate will be able to knock out if we need space for a couple of more circuits, and we've also increased this wide space in the back here. So part of the main hangars is a 4-pin programmable combination lock, and so the circuits for each side will go in here. And what we've got is we'll be able to run pipes through there. We've also got these conduits on the side where we've got some door to get through there if we need access into that side. But this is like a conduit, so we've got access to what's coming through here and through the sides, and then that'll run down into other conduits when we need it. So we've got a good amount of access to be able to get all the piping of different signals up here to be able to get processed and then sent back. So we'll see what happens. This might be used, otherwise I might even build the combo circuit stuff a little bit closer, just so it's a bit more responsive. But it's good to have these here anyway, because you never know what stuff you're going to build in. So it's a good spot there. And then obviously we walk up stairs and we'll have our turbo lift that goes out, and then we've got our walk up to our actual controllers now, which will be good. So as a final part of the build that we were doing for this area, we were doing the gravity lift that goes sideways for people to get across the area, because it's quite a distance. So we've added it in. You can see just how far it actually has to go there, and we've got the this area pretty much all sorted. The lights all match up now. You can see there, and these side areas will fill in a bit more when we start with some of the other sections on this floor. But you can see just how far you need to travel here to get to the main little area for this floor, the little lobby area. So we'll get there now, and the way I've set it up is there's gravity modules on the side that you can push to go in the direction, and then we've got an area trigger on each end that on the top literally just goes into an activation module going into a gravity block, and so people will fly until they stop, and then they stop and they're in normal gravity. So this is the arrival area for the this floor. You'll see it's got some nice windows, turbo lifts running through the middle yet again, and then you can see that's what it looks like when those doors are closed. So it's very reflective of the other the floor below. So if we go to the floor below using the gravity lift here, you'll see it's pretty much in the same style. You've got like the coloured lights, and then you've got these cool sort of pillar sort of things, and then that's sort of yellow glow, and then the support beams and stuff as well. So you've got the windows that you can look through, see the hangar, and you can use the gravity lift to go up. Now I need to put something on the roof here to hit, because what happens is you'll hit that, it'll trigger some stuff, and I need to add that all in. So what we'll be building next is part of this floor is a manufacturing floor, or a manufacturing showroom sort of thing. So that'll go on this floor, out on the sides here, and that'll dictate how high we are for this floor as well. And that'll run all the way to the end. Some of it will be like storage and warehouses and stuff, and some will be showcase sort of areas. So players can come here and with the copy paste find something that they like, and be able to copy it and include it on their ship. So it'll be stuff which is tileable, it'll be perhaps logic stuff when the logic is copy pasting properly, or it can be intricate designs that they can duplicate over a long distance that might just be a bit too finicky to put together. It's a lot easier to just grab from here. So it's like an IKEA of the sky. So that's how far that's come along. You can see we've got the supports in for that roof, and in the next video we'll be doing the manufacturing floor.